Hi, my name is Samsarah Morgan. I'm a counselor, coach, and hypnotherapist, and I would like to welcome you to video blog 2 on dating a sociopath. The title of this series is a bit of a misnomer because, quite frankly, I would rather no one ever date a sociopath. The purpose of these videos will be to provide tools to identify what might be considered sociopathic behavior, or at the very least incredibly unhelpful, abusive behavior on the part of others, to identify conditions within ourselves that might make us vulnerable to the approach of such a person, and tools that will facilitate healing if we are in the process, as I am at present, from healing from being in a relationship with an emotionally and psychologically abusive partner. So today I would love to share a tool, a healing tool. As we move forward, we're going to be discussing a lot of different issues. These things that we discuss might trigger us, those of us who are recovering from abusive connections. As you go through your day, there might be things that remind you of your partner, your ex-partner, places where you met, things that you did together, pictures that might fall out of books, or pictures that you might have posted online and then forgotten about and then bump into. Because generally ending a relationship with a person who's sociopathic can be pretty emotionally violent, if not physically violent. They tend to be more on the emotional violence, like things that were said to you, and how it was said and when it was said, than a physical slap. And very often I feel that sometimes it's even harder to recover from the emotional aspects of cruelty than physical cruelty. But, you know, none of these things are acceptable, or I'm not going to play a game of what pain is better than another pain. It's all pain. But it's really challenging in taking the steps that are needed to kind of step back, regroup, grieve, and recalibrate one's life with these reminders all around us in our lives. Movies that you've seen, it goes on and on and on, can re-stimulate us, re-trigger us, and put us back into this really painful place. And you can feel it in your heart. Sometimes you can feel it in your belly, headaches, all kinds of symptomology can become possible. So I want to give a tool today to help move past that. It's really important that we have a good healing and grieving process. It makes us stronger, better people in the long run. But in the day-to-day, it's pretty awful, especially in the very, very beginning, especially in the first 6 months to a year of any grieving process is the most difficult. In the meantime, we need to live, we need to work, life goes on. Okay, so the tool that I'm going to share with you today is called Emotional Freedom Technique. It's called EFT. If you do Google online, you'll see a lot of really good information on it. And it's just a really helpful tool. It works with tapping acupressure points in the body, and you can use it to help your body process and digest the feelings that are coming at you, so that you don't become stuck. You don't have to be stuck in depression or fear or loneliness or self-hatred or any place where you've been triggered. Okay, so the first step, I will first go through the tapping spots on the body. And you might see on the internet, when you do your little homework on this, that they might start differently or have different constructs of doing it. There's no wrong way to do EFT. There's a million right ways to do it. And the bottom line, as far as I'm concerned, is that people should do it because it's helpful. Again, I want to state that it comes from acupressure points. Um, so we know that by stimulating acupressure points, amazing things start to happen in the body, and that acupressure, acupuncture are old arts. They've been with us for thousands of years, helping people. So I'm going to go through the process of EFT. When you're doing a series of tapping, I'm hoping you can see everything. There are several spots we're going to stimulate on the body. It's the flat of the palm is one, the top of the head, the corner of the eye by the eyebrow here, the corner of the eye here, under the eye, under the nose, under the mouth, the collarbone, under the arms here, and then the squeezing of the wrists. There are EFT cycles that also include pressure points on the legs, but that's hard for you to see in the way I'm filming this, so I'm not going to include them. They are there. If you see them, use them. They're great. If you don't use them, it will still be very effective. Even if you didn't do that whole full circle and you just tapped here, you'd begin to feel some relief from a stressful situation or a self-hating situation. If you're sitting in a meeting and you're feeling stressed out by something that's going on, or you're having a difficult conversation with somebody, if you're able to just kind of tap here, or just even there's a point here on your thumb, if you just try to tap there or do like that under the boardroom table, you would start to feel some relief. So it's amazing stuff. The first thing that one does is to identify how one's feeling. So the first thing would be, say I'm feeling lonely. I'm lonely. Take a deep breath, center in, identify that I am feeling lonely. That's the emotion that's coming up for me. I give that emotion a number of intensity from 1 to 10. 1 meaning very, very mild, 10 meaning excruciatingly very, 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 very lonely. Identify for myself, let's say that I'm the level of loneliness I'm feeling is a level 7. The first step would be to use the flat of the hand, and this is only done in the first cycle of tapping. When you identify a feeling state, you want to go through a cycle of tapping, take a deep breath, check in with yourself again. You ought to feel a reduction in the intensity. Even if it's just a little bit, you're doing really good. The goal is you can tap until that feeling is gone, until you feel clear. And that would be fabulous. You know, you can tap to reduce the heat of it, or you can tap to have it go away. Only in the first round of tapping do you do this first part, which is called the setup. So the first part is you start to tap, and you say to yourself, you can say it in your head, you can say it out loud if it's safe for you to do that. You can say, even though I am lonely, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I'm going to do this 3 times. Even though I am lonely, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I am lonely, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I am lonely, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Set up. You start, even though I am lonely, 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 even though I am lonely. I'm going to hold on to the wrist, give it a gentle squeeze, take a nice deep breath, and say or think the word peace, peace. Take a nice deep breath in, check in with yourself. And let's say that you have a reduction from 7 to now 5. That's very good. We want to do another round of tapping. We do not need to do the setup. If you did it, would it be bad? No, it would not be bad. But You also can just move on to still feeling lonely, still feeling lonely, still feeling lonely, still feeling lonely. I'm feeling lonely still feeling lonely, still feeling lonely, still feeling lonely. Peace. Taking a nice deep breath, checking in with yourself. Let's say that you've gone from 5 to 4. Let's do it one more time. Still lonely, 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 still lonely. Peace. Even doing this demonstration of tapping, I feel a deeper sense of calmness within myself. And it's interesting, like subconsciously, I picked loneliness. Maybe that was an energy that I was kind of processing on a subconscious level today. EFT will bring that up and will help us move it through, um, restoring a sense of balance and peace, and just helping us to be present in our day. I do hope that this demonstration is helpful for you. Please feel free to email me on datingasociopath60@gmail. Let me know how it was for you. When we get together, we'll continue to talk about and identify uh, what might be up for us as people recovering from abusive connections, and we'll learn a little bit more about why this pattern of behavior has become so common in our culture, especially, unfortunately, in our dating and relationship life. And we also might want to talk, maybe our next video also will talk some about how easy it is for sociopathic folks to kind of live and hide in the internet and do what they do. So I want to offer peace and prayers for us all. Um, I want to uplift and empower us. I want to ask for healing for those who are doing harm to others. And I want to ask for protection and courage and encouragement for those who are recovering from being hurt. Please remember that you are whole, perfect, and complete. And I look forward to speaking with you again very soon.